We're frauds.
It's France Olympics. He decides, I'll just break into my mate's house and go make a sandwich.
Like you're moving like you're like a dancer. You look at the cha-cha-cha.
Hello and welcome back to Uneducated Nuffies. Another episode, another week. Once again, Bold Man's not here this week.
He's still over the other side of the world.
I'm sure he'll give us a video update. I'm disappointed that we had to keep the Nottingham Forest shirt in last time. We didn't know that was happening.
That's a disgrace.
It was disgraceful. Look, I hope he's had fun in Amsterdam. He definitely wasn't sick.
What'd you have? What'd you eat? We know what you did.
Name every single thing so your mum can see. Anyway, Jimmy, how was your weekend?
It was good, thanks, man. Had a bit of a new one. Got the house to myself. Family's gone away without me because they love me. Said, hey, you look after the house.
Yeah.
So I'm being a bit of an adult.
You being an adult?
Yeah, it's weird. Not what I have noticed, though, from the weekend and today, Melbourne's weather. I mean, we all know about it.
Yeah.
We've lived in Victoria our whole lives. Melbourne weather, like 40 degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
39 the day before. Today, back to work. You know, you want something to brighten up your life. 20 and raining.
Oh, my best part was when I had to go out. It's 18 degrees and raining, and I got drenched.
Yeah, it's awesome. After sweating your ass off for 2 days, you get that.
Nah, well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Anyway, how was your weekend, man?
Mine was great. I did nothing.
Yeah, that's good.
But it gave me a lot of time to reflect. This morning I had to walk out somewhere.
Yeah.
And it made me think of the top 5 scariest places to be in Melbourne.
It's a lot of options here.
Now, I'm not going to name these in order.
Just name them.
So Broadmeadows. Anytime you go to Broadmeadows, you have the car up locked.
It's scary.
It's scary. Frankston. Anyone
Yeah.
in Frankston?
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Now, Werribee. It's a pretty dangerous place.
Werribee Zoo's fun.
Werribee is great. It's actually the least dangerous part of Werribee.
Yeah, it's some...
Number 2, Bundoora Square. This is the only one I'm naming by name and spot. Went there today. Had to walk around Bundoora Square.
Yeah.
I got coughed on. Other time we've been there was a stabbing.
Yep.
So, you know, average Melbourne moment. And then Ringwood Station. Without police presence. So...
Yeah, I have had moments there where the train's been called off for a bomb threat. So
the first 3 times I've been there, the only 3 times I've been there, 2 airsheds have tried to yell at me.
yeah, it's the ringer's life, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't do much, so that's
I can tell by that.
I had time for a list.
That was riveting.
Yeah.
What are you doing there? I was listening to some Spotify, mate. Yeah, just listening to some tunes.
Well, we've done it.
Hooray!
Australia has beaten India 3-1 in the Border Gavaskar series. We've got the trophy back. We now have literally every single trophy you can have in Test cricket at the moment.
It's domination.
Unbelievable.
It's
Perfect way to end the summer.
Oh, wrong one. Hold on, sorry. Sorry. Hold on. Wait, which one is it? Where is it?
Press it.
Oh no. Oh. Oh.
Did someone say KFC?
Ah, fuck.
That was atrocious.
Anyway, what a series we had. After getting absolutely pummeled in
The
Perth.
disaster we had in the first test. Realistically, if it didn't rain in Brisbane, we would have won 4-1.
Yeah, easily. Sydney looks like it was on ropes for the first innings.
Interesting pitch. I see it go out there first day, and the pitch is the same colour as the outfield.
Yep.
You think immediately, well, it's going to be hard to get runs. And it proved to be that way until we went to bat in the second innings and found a way. The man who did find the way, the man on debut, Big Beau Webster. Big Beau had an absolute day out, a few days out.
He is the horny one. He makes me... His batting was just great because it's something we haven't seen from our, other than head in our middle order.
Well, what he was very assured. He knows he's an experienced player. He's 31. He's been around Shield cricket for the last decade. He knows his game. He was in the forward or back, no in between, which has been the case with a lot of batsmen on both sides of this series. And, well, his runs proved it. 57 in the first innings, and I think 38 not out in the second innings.
Looked like he was going to go for a century in the second innings.
Yeah, he was cramming him. Batting all on top of the game. Also got a wicket.
Yeah.
Picked up his first wicket. Took some very nice catches in the slips. Yeah, pretty complete debut.
Did pretty much everything you asked for him. But someone else did probably outshine him in that game. The man who should have a statue at the G.
The man who should have a statue at every career ground in Australia.
10 wickets from Scott Boland over 2 innings.
We joke about Scotty and how much we love him, but it's actually ridiculous.
Well, should have had 5 in the first innings.
Yep.
Got 6 in the second. Took the first 4 wickets.
He's played 3 games, taken 21 wickets.
He's on track to beat Bumrah's wickets over.
I was looking at the averages. He's finished .13 behind Bumrah in terms of a bowling average.
It is.
And Bumrah's been compared as having one of the greatest series a bowler's ever had in Australia.
Well, if you just had him at Perth and played him in Brisbane.
Yeah. There's like, and now we're looking out ahead and just get a bit of a foreshadow of what we're going to do. We're going to Sri Lanka soon. Pat Cummins isn't going to Sri Lanka.
No.
He's staying back for the birth of his second child. So Scotty's in.
Yeah.
He's not getting dropped, even if Hazelwood is back and fit. Scotty's in.
But I don't think Hazel gets back in anyway.
Yeah, well, we'll see. They love him, but Scotty's in, and he should be in.
Now, from one legacy going to someone else's legacy who's been absolutely tarnished.
A really sad downfall.
I had no issues with Coley up to this point, other than he kept on scoring on us.
Yeah, it was always fine because he's a great player. He's a legend.
This series,
He's got out the same way every single time.
hey guys, if I play this edge, will you catch it?
Virat, leave it.
You don't have to hit every single shot. Oh, it was a pretty bad series. The more the fact that he tried to rile up the fans every single time.
Yeah, by the end it was a bit embarrassing what he was doing.
That the worst shit talk I've seen in recency.
Don't forget, this is the guy, right? When Smith and Warner came back in 2019 at the World Cup, in the game against India, the Indian fans were giving it to Smith about the sandpaper, about the cheating, and he went over to the crowd and said, "Cut it out." What's that?
Well, now it's turned against him.
Dern did put out the sandpaper gag at Smith's home ground.
Yep.
Wonder why he get booed.
The people complaining about Coley getting booed are the same people who think that the wicket against Bairstow was against the spirit of the game.
Low offs.
Yeah.
He's had a stink. He's made 190 runs this series. 100 were in one innings when we were in our worst game and when we got smashed around.
Mm-hmm.
So you take that innings out,
Done nothing.
Done absolutely nothing. Averaged 23. I'm very confident that'd be his worst average in Australia.
Gill had a better series and he was dropped in that 4th test.
Yeah. Like, Rishabh Pant hasn't had a great series of that. He's done better. He's been outshined by Nitish Reddy. I mean, Nitish Reddy's very good, but he's batting number 8.
Yeah.
Like, he's had a stinker. We won't see him back here in Australia in Test cricket.
Probably not, no.
I think he's on the way out now, which, good.
Well, half the India team's on the way out now.
Yeah.
Ashwin's retired.
We'll speak about a few of them.
Yeah, but overall, this team now has every major test trophy.
Yes.
Every major trophy in cricket.
Pretty much.
Is this the most dominant team of all time?
I'm going to say no. I think it's genuinely only behind our team from the early to mid-2000s.
Yeah.
That team was... I would love to see those two teams, like in a simulation, who would win. I think a team from the 2000s would still win because that team
Oh, that's ridiculous.
has about 9 Hall of Famers in it,
Yeah.
which is cooked. So I think it's just behind them. I'm sure they had every trophy in cricket at the time at that point as well.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think they won like 20 test matches in a row or something. Like, insane records. But this team is building a serious legacy. There was a lot of talk yesterday about how this is the one thing that a lot of these players hadn't ticked off was a series win versus India. I think it was from only the likes of Smith, Stark, and Khawaja had only done it in the team.
Yeah, well, that's the only ones that we're consistently playing during our best patch against India.
Yep. Yeah, and that was back in 2014-15, and now look, a lot of these players have been able to come up. They've done it. And, also, we're now qualified for another World Test Championship final.
Oh, hooray.
Playing South Africa in June, I believe.
Shit. No,
We'll beat South Africa.
we should
be favourites.
We should be.
It's at Lords, so we return to our favourite ground,
Yeah.
where we get harassed by the members.
They will love that. There won't be any South Africa or Australia fans. There'll just be English fans to bully.
No, isn't that how you get like in passing to Lords? You got to be like on the waiting list for about 400 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worse than the MCG.
Yes.
But yeah, let's look. So heading into Sri Lanka,
Yep.
there's probably gonna be changes, as you know, Cummings isn't going.
Yep.
Realistically, they're not gonna play their best series.
Yep.
Who do you reckon's gonna drop out?
I'm not sure. I think all the batsmen that have played will go. Whether they all play, I don't know. You watch, because they do this a lot. A guy who played a bit of Test cricket, plays for Victoria, Peter Hanscom.
No,
He will play. I'm guaranteeing you he will play because they love him They love him playing in subcontinent conditions.
I don't want to see him again.
I guarantee you he will play.
No,
I'm not joking.
I don't want to see him again. I'm sick of him.
I guarantee you he'll play.
Give Inglis a chance.
They should. That's what they should do. I'm not sure whether contests will open. I mean,
I feel like they'd have to get him some practice subcontinent.
yeah, get him known to the overseas world. Get him to play against a team with full of fans that don't hate him and won't spam his Instagram comments.
Yeah.
Because that's the most mindless place in the world.
Oh my god, it's Instagram's just screwed.
If Cam Green's fit and ready, you take him.
Yeah, he's not going to be though.
I think they'll continue. He's one of the main parts of the key pillars of the future. You get him right for the World Test Championship final.
Yeah, I feel like he might be a Sheffield Shield return.
Yep, working back through there.
Yeah.
So in that case, take Webster. He gets the start, and then obviously there'll be more spinners around. So you're looking at like Todd Murphy, Matt Kerneman, those sort of guys will be going over to assist obviously with Lyon, who will be first picked.
Mm.
It will probably be a case of the bowling attack of 2 fast bowlers, 2 spinners.
Most likely.
A lot of the time. And another thing that helps with Webster is he can also bowl offies.
Yeah.
Which one is really funny because he's 200 centimetres and any person that tall shouldn't be bowling spin anyway.
No.
But he will be. So I can imagine a bowling lineup of, say, Stark and Boland, and then you put in a spinner of Lyon and Murphy.
I reckon Kerneman gets over Murphy.
For the left arm spin?
Yeah.
I agree. They initially went with Lyon and Murphy 2 years ago when they went to India. Murphy did well. But then they also played, I think at one point they were playing 3 spinners.
They were playing 3 and Kerneman got 5 in one innings.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They'll probably take even potentially another spinner like a Rocket Charlie from WA over. So that'll be the main change to the squad, I reckon.
Uzi just did enough.
He's done enough. Also, the lack of opening in first class cricket.
I would honestly say though, this would be the perfect series to just find a new opener.
It's a good way to test it. I mean, it is very different conditions, however.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka is a different beast. The ball turns almost more than India.
Yeah, probably.
Do you remember we went there a couple of years ago and Travis Head was turning the ball sideways? There's footage of it. It's hilarious.
All right. Well, heading out of Sri Lanka talk, back to India talk. Let's go through the player ratings for the match first. Test 5.
Yep, just the Australians.
Yeah, just the Australians.
All right.
Sam Constas.
5.
5 just.
I think I'm going to give him 5 because he, again, got us off to a quick start. The shot in the second innings to get out was shit.
Yes. If he didn't play that shot, he would have been in for 50.
Yeah. I like how he plays. I like the aggressiveness. But at that point in the game, he had the game under complete control without playing those big shots. Obviously, attack. Like, go for your life. Free. We love moving the game along, and especially with what we have at the other end, a lot of like more defensive-minded players at the top of the order. It's good to have him there as a scorer, but we don't need... That shot wasn't needed. And obviously, he's very young. Like, he'll learn.
Yeah.
He'll get his reality check. He'll get everything he needs. But I still love him.
Yeah, no, he did set off the right mood in the second innings, not to just sit there and like do what India did, just attack.
Yeah.
And he was playing those good shots up until that absolute howler.
Yeah.
And he did kind of kick Uzi into gear.
Yes.
Which is a massive part to Uzi's rating.
Yeah, well, I'm giving Uzi a 5.
I'm giving him a 4 because I think that first innings stunk.
Yeah, well, he was looking all at sea. And obviously, throughout the whole series, Bumrah has completely dominated.
Yeah.
He's been all at sea against Bumrah. Second innings, no, Bumrah helped him. But I think he got no strike at the start.
Yeah.
I looked at it. After 10 overs, he'd faced 12 balls.
Yeah.
So he couldn't get a look in. But then once we lost those few wickets, game a little bit in the balance still, he got us steadied. He got 41 or 46.
Yeah.
He still scored fast and he looked good. Until the commentator said he looked good, then he got out.
Oh, yeah, that always happens. What do you mean? I just can't look past that first innings because we could have been looking at a lot better in that first innings setup.
Yeah. And that was not Constance's fault, that dismissal.
No.
Which just made it so funny that they all gave him a send-off when he was still in.
Yeah, that Constance may have been riling him off, but Kawaja shouldn't be playing that shot.
Yeah, he's looked terrible against Brooklyn All Series.
Yeah.
So thank God I don't watch him play Jasper anymore.
Oh, thank goodness. Manus.
2.
Yeah, I'll him 3.
That shot in the second innings was woeful.
Yeah.
He couldn't have hit it to gully any more perfect.
I just think there's enough fielding where you can say, yeah, sure.
Manus, in the end, has not had a great series.
No.
He's ended up with 232 runs and an average of 25.
That's not great,
That's not great.
especially from your third.
Yeah, it's not an ideal series. He got his few 50s, but a bit of work still to go for him to be assured, I think, in the side.
Steve Smith,
5.
4.
I've gone 5 because he batted well in the first innings until he got out.
Yeah.
Because we were getting smacked over. We were 4 for 40. He was able to stay in and got his 33. He looked good. I mean, the second innings, one short of 10,000 runs.
The absolute panic. Like you'd hear the cartoon goofy panic sound effect just going off in his head. He just didn't want to be there.
I think it's so funny that he was meant to score his 10,000 runs, his home ground, the SCG, massive day, everyone's there for it. Now he has to score it in goal in Sri Lanka, whether it be like 30.
What if he just takes a break for 2 tests and then they just make
in the final,
they just book a random test.
the World Test Championship final. He'll do it. That won't happen. He's going to do it in Sri Lanka, which is hilarious. But look, Steve, he's ended up having a good series.
He's really rebooted himself because he was looking pretty bad after the first 2 tests.
Yeah.
That third and fourth test have saved him a lot.
Yeah. Heady. I'm going to go a 5 again.
I'll go 5.
Because again, the first innings, what the hell?
Yeah, that was bad.
But then he went back to the heady that we saw in the second and third tests.
Yeah, he was looking good again. Probably would have also got about 60 to 70.
The thing with Travis Head is once he gets in, he's so hard to stop. Because look, at every innings he's failed, obviously he's just gotten out early. He's either played a bad shot early or he's gotten a good one. When he gets in, goodbye. He scores so fast. He takes the game away from the opposition, and he plays a lot playing good cricket shots.
Yeah, he's not playing bad shots most of the time. So the last 2 dismissals have been pretty bad shots.
Yeah,
so
that's good. Beau,
9.
I'm going a 9.
Yeah, that's a way to introduce yourself.
I sort of half expected it. This isn't a guy that you wonder, I don't know how he's going to go because he's experienced, he knows his game. Yeah. But he's certainly exceeded their expectations, I think.
The first innings, massive reason why we even got close.
Yeah, no, he looks like a good batsman as well. Something about a tall batsman that I like. They just look better.
And then second innings, obviously, just ran away with it.
Yeah.
And getting a wicket, getting some good catches.
Got a wicket, good catches. If he took 1 or 2 more wickets, I would have given him a 10.
Yeah, the bowling wasn't the perfect.
But he was the second best player in the game.
Yeah.
Great debut.
Alex Carey.
5.
Yeah,
I think I've given him 5 every game.
He didn't do much.
He doesn't need to do anything. No. He takes catches behind the stumps. He gets 20. That's what all he needs to do. He's a perfectly fine keeper. He's never going to be unsafe in this team until he has a few stinkers. He does the job perfectly.
Easily. Pat Cummins.
Going to go.
I'm going to go 7.
7.5.
He didn't do anything wrong.
He never does do anything wrong.
No. And so
he's Mr. Perfect. I think he set the day up on day 3 yesterday.
Yeah.
He got the 2 early wickets to break through. He got Jadeja and Sundar out their 2 remaining bats, which was massive. He does that all the time. Yeah. He always breaks through, gets the big wicket.
Didn't look incompetent batting. Hasn't looked at all series pretty much.
He always stands up. He's just the man.
Mitch Stark.
Stark had an offline move of 3.
Yeah, look, it's not his fault. He's playing injured.
Yeah. I think by now we should have learned that Stark can't play a whole Test summer.
No.
Yes, he looked his best he's ever looked at the start of the series.
Yeah, the 3 tests looked great. First half of the last test looked great. Second half, since he got injured,
he went for 36 or 4 in the second innings.
Yeah,
he got smacked. So yeah, he's injured. Not much he can do, but he's had a good series still. Nothing wrong with his own.
Gary.
5. No real opportunity because the pitch was not there for the spinners.
Nah.
It was a seaming pitch. He got a wicket in the first innings. Big wicket at Shubman Gill. That was good of him, but other than that, he's had a quiet series. Not really his fault either.
It's not been a spinners test series.
No.
Australia's not going to be a spinners test series,
Yeah,
but especially in this series.
yeah. On his day, Lyon has been very good when it's been there for the spinner. But yeah, it's not been a series, which is okay because he's never going to get dropped.
Yeah.
He'll play till he retires, and he's done a perfectly fine job.
And then last but not least, Big Scotty.
10 out of 10.
10.
No, you can't. 10 out of 10 for 10 wickets.
Yeah. There's just nothing. Like, batting doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He's bottom order.
He's just superb. He doesn't miss the ball. He doesn't miss a spot.
When he does, the next bowl is a wicket.
Yeah.
He's
He's just on the money every time. It'd be so annoying to bat against because you just don't know where you're going to get your runs. He again in the second innings they were scoring quick early on and he just came on bang 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 3 wickets.
completely stopped the run India could have had.
Yeah,
Especially with how Jaiswal and Rahul were looking.
he's made 50 Test wickets in 13 games. His record in Australia is cooked.
It's ridiculous.
Phenomenal. What a star.
All right. Now we're going to do the series ratings.
Yes, series is done, so we can move on to this.
So overall, there's a few players that we can take a little bit of a handicap to. Constas, McSweeney, Webster's not even going to be rated because he only played 1 test.
Yeah.
And Hazelwood, Marsh. They all didn't play the full series, but there's some that I can instantly tell you are getting a 1 or a 2 for the test series. Sam Constas, I'd have to say 6.
I'm going a 7. I'm going a 7 for pure impact. Not only on the series, but on cricket in general. When we still remember Boxing Day morning, that reaction around everything, like what the hell, that's transcended a lot of, and he's been all over the media ever since. And look, he's ended up averaging 28, solid average, but that whole impact he's had, I'm giving him 7 based off the impact.
I would say that the first innings does kind of take the fact that he didn't have a great rest of the series.
Yeah.
But he could have had a lot more if he didn't play the way he does, and I'll give that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Uzi,
I have to go with a 3.5.
I'll go 4 because he had some good knocks.
Yep.
He had some good knocks, but most of the time,
I'm just looking at this batting average, 184 runs at 20.4.
yeah.
It's not an ideal series. He's had, you're right, he had some big moments, 50 on Boxing Day, the 40 yesterday. But the whole time, his numbers against Bromwell would look awful.
Oh, I would not want to see that.
They would look horrendous. So he's had a tough series. He's probably got 1 more year at most left in him.
Oh, most likely.
We're struggling to get through the Ashes, so...
I'd honestly say that maybe ICC did the championship, maybe
maybe
the last point.
Yeah.
Marnus,
I'm going 4.
I'm going to 3.
Look, he started at about a minus a million after that first test.
Yeah.
When he was the worst player on the ground by a mile. He's ended up, 232 runs at 25.7, 350s, high score of 72.
There were some points when Marnus looked like Marnus again.
Yeah, his Melbourne Test match was outstanding.
That was great. The rest just didn't look good.
Yeah.
And when we're expecting more from him again, where he needs to start stepping up again, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Steve.
Smithy, I'm going to go a 7.
I'd say the same.
7. He only averaged 34.8 in the end.
But take out the first 2 tests and then...
His average would be above 50.
Yeah.
2 centuries, 2 scores above 50, both converted into centuries, which is big, hundreds win games. Top scorer 140. Had some shaky moments in the slips.
Yeah.
Dropped a few sitters, but also took some screamers because he's Steve Smith.
Should have had a wicket in the first.
I still think he's the most valuable wicket in that team.
Yeah. Travis would be when he's firing.
Yes, but I still think overall, when Steve Smith is in, he's controlling the game because he can bat at both tempos. They would value his wicket so much more.
Yeah.
Also because of his incredible career.
Oh yeah.
I think, Steve Smith's in.
No, it's pretty much a no-brainer for get that one. Trav.
I'm going to go an 8.
I'm going to go a 9.
He's the leading run scorer of the series. 448 and average of 56. 3 scores by 50. Top score 152.
The only bad test he had was the last test.
Yeah. Everything else, he made at least a solid score in every other match. You're right. When he gets going, he's not to mention he scored 448 runs. His strike rate was 92.5. Yeah. Which just, again, proves how quickly he gets along with it.
And when most of the series we needed a spark plug because we've been absolutely dull batting, It's probably one of been the most hard to watch batting series they've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Trav was the only real.
Yeah. I think we
person,
forget, like, in that Adelaide test early on, we were struggling a bit. He came in, he transformed the series.
Yeah.
Going to make that 140 at his home ground, that was absolutely massive.
If he didn't do that, the series wouldn't turn away. It did.
Yep. 100%.
Alex Carey.
Alex Carey, well, as I said earlier, 5.
Yeah, 5.
He doesn't do anything wrong. That is the one thing.
He had a couple good knocks.
He averaged 30.
Yeah, we did well for most of it.
Yeah.
Didn't have to do that much though.
Yeah.
Like, he did have some good knocks though. I think he had one was 70.
He's got one half century, that's 70 in the Gabba, which is big, but a lot of 20s and 30s in there. Look, he just does the job.
Reliable mid-table.
Which, again, that's all we really want a number 7 wicket batsman.
Yeah.
Just someone who takes the gloves well, takes catches, looks good, is neat and tidy, and then with a bat, just chips in when he needs to.
Paddy.
9.
9, yeah.
Going at 9.
There's not much else you could say otherwise about this series.
I mean, his stats so he's taken 25 wickets and averaged 21.3.
While also batting well.
And yeah, he's made 159 runs, averaging 20. That's what the top order's basically done.
Yeah.
I think some of his like particular matches in particular, the Melbourne Test match.
Oh, he had a great knock out there.
Unbelievable all-round performance. Adelaide took a fifer. He's just the heart and soul of this team.
And even then, fielding wise, he's made great choices.
Yeah, he's not like he's a captain who just leads by example with the way he plays. He's a smart tactician now.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that was the
criticism.
That was the criticism of his early captaincy. Is he going to be the guy who can be? Because a lot of it was said, it's just Smith. I think we can all tell this is Cummins' team now.
Yeah, it's not Steve Smith's team at all now.
Yeah, this is Paddy's team, and I'm happy for it to be that way.
Yeah. Mitch Stark.
I'm going to say 7.
7 because he would have gotten 9 after the first 3 tests.
Yeah, he dropped off a bit late. Took 18 wickets and averaged 28.6. Solid numbers. I mean, the Adelaide Test where he came in just took 6 on opening day of that match.
Yeah.
Freakish. I mean, he's still when he's on, he's the best bowler on the ground
by far.
So dangerous to himself.
Yeah.
Dangerous to the opposition.
Yeah. If anything, he was probably our best player in Perth.
Yeah, he was very good in Perth.
So overall, he had a great series when he was healthy.
Yeah.
As soon as he wasn't healthy, it showed.
Yeah.
Gary
Lyon. I'm going to go a 5.
Yeah, you can't rate him for this series.
Yeah. He only got 9 wickets, but
he didn't bowl that many overs.
I'm looking at it. Usually the spinner bowls more overs than the quicks.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this. He's bowled 30 less overs than Stark, 45 overs less than Cummins. He's only bowled 20 more overs than Bowman in 2 more games.
Yeah.
Like it was a series for the medium fast and fast bowlers.
Yeah. Well, even look at you look Boland over the whole series. I reckon he bowled so many overs compared. Like he was playing Sydney was spell took like 2 overs off and spell.
Yeah.
Like
it wasn't a spinner series.
No.
I mean, it's also probably a good thing for Lyon, considering we are going to Sri Lanka. He'll bowl a lot more there.
He got a nice rest.
Yeah, he's 37. Like,
and also
he's old.
The 40 in
that was crucial. A big crucial moment for him to go out there and do what he did there. That was amazing.
Well, the next Scotty.
I'm gonna have to just give him a 9.
I'm going to give him a 9 as well.
The numbers are ridiculous.
The fact that he's averaging only 0.13 more than Bumrah.
Yeah, 21 wickets, 0.13. He's also his strike rate is 29, which is a wicket every 5 overs.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
In comparison, Paddy Cummins' strike rate was 40.
Yeah,
like
he had a ridiculous series when he was playing. Stiffed to not play in Brisbane.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get dropped again.
I think Sri Lanka is all good.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see him at Lords for the World Test Championship final.
I feel like he's earned it.
He has to. His numbers are crazy. He's still fit. Like he's old. He's an older player. He's 35, but he just keeps running in the same spot.
He's always consistent. It's efficient. That's the main part. Mitch Marsh.
Well, that's gonna have to be a 1.
It was a bad series for Mitch.
He's had a shocker. 73 runs and an average of 10.
1 good knock for the whole series, and that was in the first.
He made 47 runs in one inning. Of those runs in 1 innings.
Yeah.
He also took just the 3 wickets at an average of 46.
It's bad. That's why he's replaced by Webster.
Yeah. His best moment of the series was that catch at the Gabba.
Yeah. The big bison run.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, I mean, Mitch Marsh has been dropped about 15 times in his career at this point.
Yeah.
That may be for the last time.
Oh, look, they love him too much.
They
That's
love
the
him,
issue.
but when you've got Webster now, he's shown when he can do a test level. Green is the future, which they'll always go to for the all-rounder.
Yeah, that's true. It could be the last, yeah.
I can't see him playing again for Australian
No.
Test cricket.
No,
He
he
can go off and be the 2020 captain, because that's what he is.
he will
Captain of
definitely
20.
be.
Yeah, you can go off and do that, but I can't see him playing Test cricket again for Australia.
Josh Hazelwood.
Hazelwood, I'm going to have to say a 3 because good old glass body.
Glass body, but he also didn't play well when he was playing.
Oh, he played pretty well. He averaged 13 with 6 wickets.
Okay, never mind. I was thinking he's second test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He bowled well, but just constantly breaking down. But that is the thing with Josh Hazelwood. He is a gun.
Yeah.
He is an absolute gun.
Once again, much like Stark, he's best bowler on the field when he is.
He's the most consistent bowler by a mile.
But he's just never healthy enough to do so.
Yeah.
I would
It's
give
very
him.
unfortunate because he could have taken so many more wickets for Australia.
I would give him a 3 because if he's going
You
to
have to just go 3 because of the constant reoccurring injuries.
Yeah, I think there's probably a point where you just go, let's develop someone else.
Yeah.
Give that space to
There
someone else.
that is the one area we have depth, is at fast bowlers.
Yeah.
There's plenty of options to come through.
If he's going to come back, make him earn it.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Yeah.
McSweeney.
I'm going to say 3, but I feel bad.
I'm going to say 4 because his actual knocks, like in the first,
Yeah.
2, not bad.
Look, he only averaged 14 with the bat, but let's think about it. This guy opened twice before he played Test cricket.
Yeah.
He's faced the best bowler in the world on all those occasions. He always got out to him because he's just too good.
Yeah.
He had that one really good knock in Adelaide where he got 40, got through a real tough period. I think he will play Test cricket again.
He will. It have to be when Steve goes.
But he's a middle order batsman, a number 4, because he's got
Yeah.
the technique and the
Yeah.
talent for it.
No, that's the main. Yeah, the main thing is he can't play opener.
Yeah, and not many people can.
No.
Test opening is such a different skill to batting in the middle order. So it was a brutal introduction, but yeah, give him a 3.
Now off to the other side.
Oh, the Indians haven't done any reviews, but
No, we haven't, but we've watched all 5 tests, so we all know how they kind of went.
Start off with Jaiswal.
I'd give him 8.
Yeah, no, he's a good player.
He was screwed over by Kohli a couple times
He made the most runs for India, 391, and average of 43.5.
from opener as well.
Yeah, he's someone because a lot of these Indian players I actually hadn't heard about before the series. I'd heard about Jaiswal. He was this young gun opener making all these big runs, and yeah,
He did what he needed to do.
Australia for a lot of subcontinental players is renowned as the hardest place to come and bat. He's done well.
He at points looked like he was gonna be better than what he was. He probably, if he stayed in yesterday,
Yeah,
would have probably kept them.
high score of 161. Well, that's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of big 50s. He almost got him through a blocking day, but sucked in. You hit it.
Yeah. That complaint's funny, but no, he had a great series
Yeah, well,
for introduction to Australia.
yeah.
Rahul,
I'm gonna go with 6.
6 as well.
He started off very well. He wasn't even meant to be playing at the start. It was meant to be Rohit Sharma opening.
Yeah.
And then Rohit Sharma was away for the first match, so he was thrust in. And yeah, he did well. 276 runs and an average of 30. About 80% of those runs came in the first 3 matches.
Yeah. Yeah. Then he got moved back down the order for Sharma because
Yeah.
Sharma decided to open and then he got dropped and then Rahul went back up.
Yeah, but yeah, had a quiet last 2 test matches, but solid enough. High score of 84.
I think there's a lot to be happy about for Rahul.
Yeah. Look, I think Cummins probably found him out in the end in that Melbourne test, but he's had a solid series. He's getting a bit older now, so he's not really part of the future. But I think we speak about the max X's of Indian players. I think he's safe.
Yeah, he will be probably the experience they'll keep because
Yeah.
the next 2 probably won't be staying in for much longer. Rohit Sharma,
1.
that was a horrible one.
3 matches, 31 runs, a high score of 10, average of 6.2.
The bigger indicator is that as the captain, he didn't feel the need to bring him back to opener when India needed it.
That was the big call. I mean, obviously, you didn't want to mess up the opening partnership.
But
It's just to slot yourself in at 6, and then he failed.
yeah, failed at 6.
Couldn't do anything, and then eventually, after the Gabba, when the series was on the line, I'll go back up now.
And
Didn't again produce anything to the point where they had to drop. He had to drop himself.
it's not looking good for him.
I was seeing a start over his last since June in Test cricket. He's averaged 9.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
So he's old. He's on the way out. I think he's done.
Yeah. Alongside good mate Virat.
He gets a 2.
He gets a 2 because he had one brilliant knock.
What? He made 100 against a tired bowling attack.
Yeah,
That's what he did.
but he still did do it. Something that most people in this Test series did not do.
I see that point, but think about it. Jaiswal had already made 160.
Yeah.
Rahul had made 80. We'd been in the field all day. We're down by 400. We're miserable.
True.
I think that was a cheap ton.
It,
Half of it was Marnus bowling bumpers.
okay, that's it. Marnus is bowling. Yeah, never mind.
So it was 100. Well done, but
Yeah, so a solid 2.
then I would have probably rated it a 3. But then the way you acted the last 2 tests, grow up.
Plus the fact that when he is needed to bat at 4, he just didn't show up otherwise.
Yeah.
Did not show anything
This
really
is
or
the worst
serious.
test series for a long time.
Yes, this is not a good look for him. Gill,
Sherman Gill, I'm going to say a 3.
3. He had a bad series, looked alright in the 4th test.
93 runs and average of
That's okay.
18.6.
Yeah, he looked alright in the 5th test. But
I think it's a big letdown because last time Indy came out here was his test debut
yeah,
and he was amazing.
he was great.
He burst onto the scene and he's been a gun ever since. He's been the young player. I mean, I think it's weird they dropped him for Melbourne
Yeah, that was odd.
because he looks amazing when he bats.
His form is one of the best you can ever see.
It's beautiful technique. He bats beautifully. But yeah, strange. He seems to be on the outer, which I don't get.
I don't think he's on the outer. I think that there's just so much turmoil in that batting room.
There's a lot going on there.
They're going to have to keep him and Rahul to try and...
Yeah.
Steady
I'd like
it.
to see a top 3 combo of Jaiswal, Rahul and Gill
That would be great.
running forward for India.
That would be good.
Rishabh Pant.
I'm going to say, and this is probably controversial, like a 6.
I've gone 5.
He made it funnier. That's the whole...
Oh, he's pure entertainment. He's box office.
He just loves having that bloody... that stupid-ass stance.
Yeah, some of the shots he plays are outrageous. To be fair, well, he's 255 runs at an average of 28.3. High score of 60. That's 61 the other day when he made off 30 balls.
Yeah, he went off.
Like, he's pure... He's bats like it's a 2020.
Yeah.
Like, crazy skill. But then when it doesn't come off, obviously, remember that shot? There's 2 shots in Melbourne, which he's been absolutely roasted for in the Indian media.
Stupid.
That's where it can go wrong. So he's a hit and miss player.
I think there's more hits than misses this series for him, but the rest of the team let him down in that regard.
I also think his keeping's a bit shaky.
His keeping's not great.
He's not a good... He's in the side where he's batting.
Yeah,
He's keeping.
but you can't put him anywhere else because he's not going to be built enough to be anywhere else. Jadeja,
I've gone 4.
I've gone 3.
Yeah.
It's not a good series.
Jadeja's always been the guy who always does the annoying thing against you where it's good.
Yeah.
And you're just like, mate, can you fuck off?
This series was not that time.
He's getting older as well. He's 35.
There's a lot of names on this list where you can see them not playing in the next series we play against them.
So looking at his stats again, average of 27 with a bat and 4 wickets, an average of 54.
That's bad.
Like we speak about how the spinners wasn't spinners are serious.
That
doesn't matter. That's bad numbers.
Yeah.
He didn't look threatening. Usually he looks quite good.
He's probably the most threatening bowler we're facing.
I'm looking at his 4 wickets. He looked 21 innings.
Yeah.
Take that one innings out, it's woeful.
Yeah, bad series. You know we're going to get with him normally batting with lots of blocks. Didn't even do that this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not a good series for him.
Nitish Kumar ready. That was a good series.
Good series.
I'm giving him an 8.
I'll give him a 7 because he did kind of fall away in those final 2.
I think I give him an exception. It's his test debut. He's 21. Big long series for him.
Big Melbourne test.
I think, he was initially meant to be a bowler.
Yeah.
That's reversed. Because second most runs for India, 298 at an average of 37.2. That big ton in Melbourne. His bowling hit him. He's 5 wickets at 38, but didn't really bowl.
No, because they really stuck to 2 men and then letting one other person have some bowls. Reddy showed promise with the bat.
He's another one for the future for India.
In the future. If that's as more a batting all-rounder.
I'd say so. I can see him going to like a number 6.
Yeah.
And putting himself in there and the occasional few overs of medium pace.
Depends what they do because once again, with this current India side, with how much is going on, we have no clue what's going to happen next time we play them. Washington.
Washington Sundar.
I'm
going to give him a 4.
I'm going to give him a 4 as well because he did contribute with the bat when he needed to, and was good partnership for Reddy. In that, other than that, he just didn't do anything.
He's in the side again for his batting more than his bowling.
Yeah.
His offs are dirty.
Yes.
Yeah, look, 3 wickets at 38 and then 114 runs at 22. It's not the most eye-catching stats I've ever seen in my life.
No, he could have been better, could have been worse.
We'll move on to something better. Jasprit Bumrah.
10.
The most phenomenal bowling I've seen by an opposition bowler in Australian source.
That was a ridiculous series. Like, I don't think there's a point I've seen in like a test match for a long time.
Really, he would have passed Johnson's 37 if he didn't get injured when he did.
Yeah, no,
He would have at least tied it, I reckn, with the amount of time left in the first innings and in the second innings. I mean, God knows, would we have even won if he was there in the second innings?
No, we wouldn't have won.
He's that pivotal to that bowling lineup.
Yeah, especially with how the SCG was going, he would have got 6 more.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah,
the
10.
numbers are just phenomenal.
Flawless summer for him, and even did some good stuff at the bat, which is
Occasionally.
not something you expect.
Yeah. And the last one is Mohammad Siraj. I'm going to go a 6.
5 because of how he acted in the first 2 tests.
Yeah, clown. He's a clown.
He's a clown.
He's an absolute clown, but
His actual stats look better than what you'd
well,
make it look like.
he got through all 5 tests, which I think as any fast bowler is impressive. He's got to 20 wickets. He averaged 31, so not a great average.
But he's bowling so much where...
Yeah, he was always like the second fiddle to Bumrah. He ran it. He tries hard. He gives it a big effort. He looks like a knob when he does it because he acts like an idiot.
But he is a spark plug.
There is respect because he tries hard.
Yeah. No, he had a good series, but the way he acted around it after. Yeah.
Come on.
The world's game continues to struggle, really, in Australia right now. But the A-League race for second is currently heating up. There is 1 point between second to 6th.
That's good. I love to see that.
It's such a good season for that kind of stuff. It's just no one's going to games.
Yeah, that's the main issue with the A-League.
Yeah. Victory salvaged a draw against Western Sydney after frustrating me for the time I was watching.
What was that footage of the Western Sydney fans getting kicked out in the corner?
Oh, because they're just dickheads.
I saw that.
Where both our ultras, as much as I love our ultras are dickheads and RBB's dickheads. And so there's no wonder we're getting kicked out every time. That one would have just been dickheads. I haven't checked it properly. I can't.
I just saw a thing pop on social media. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Looks like Wanderers.
Yeah. City have arrived. They're finally here this season. They're on another win, 2-0 against Wellington. Wellington's another team is contending.
Have City's fans arrived yet?
No, they haven't arrived since they were Heart. That's about 10 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
So,
okay. Can I have an update on the worst 2 teams in the league, please?
Oh, look. Actually, we can reuse the Sting. Oh my god. Mate,
Is it big?
It's a big weekend. Big weekend. Look, there's some massive results. The massive results being they both lost at home. They both continue to be shocking. Perth losing to West United. I think that one was a 1-2.
West United are on a hater right now.
They're actually 6th. They're in the race for top 2. They play Victory Friday night as well, so big match there.
Victoria team's going at it.
Yeah, to play Auckland. And then Central Coast beat Brisbane in Brisbane 3-1. That was pretty disappointing from them.
Proceedings.
Yeah, pretty average. So now with Macarthur and Adelaide playing tonight, whoever wins that one goes de facto second. But everyone is still going to be behind Auckland, who's a game in hand.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah.
I like that it's an even competition.
Except for one team.
Yeah, okay, that's the thing. But 2nd through 6th, it's good to have like a good even keel of teams going at them. If the chase is on.
Yeah, to be 5 points behind.
Okay.
Sydney as well, they also choked their chance. They beat Victory last week. This week they drew. They are not in the top 6 despite looking like the team that looks the most like it. Western United is in front of you guys. Get a grip. Iran Kunda, the star boy, the future #1 player in Australia. He's gone with Grasshoppers on loan.
There's a club called Grasshoppers.
Yes. It's in Switzerland. The same country.
I wouldn't pick that.
Well, they had the same country that has Young Boys as a team.
Oh, yeah, I can't know that team.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Champions League.
Yeah. So, look, he's going to get some important game time. Was in the squad a few times at Bayern, but didn't get to play. Was playing well in the U23s, so good to see him try to get some game time.
Yeah, that's good.
To the Prem.
To the Prem, where I have some good knowledge. With your boys, the Reds,
Oh, that was.
getting the draw against Liverpool.
I predicted
Liverpool's
it.
downfall started.
You guys aren't going to catch up. You also leaky.
We're gonna win
You're-
5 games in a row.
You're a leaky tap.
We're no good.
You're a leaky tap.
Yeah.
That game was one of the funniest things. I literally called it gonna be a funny draw.
Well, I love the build up. Like every other defense thinks they're gonna lose 7-0. Like
Liverpool fans.
genuine relegation zone.
Liverpool fans are going, we're gonna beat you 7-0 again. I literally had at work 2 people go for Liverpool. One goes, oh, don't be too cocky. The other one's going, we're gonna beat you 8-0 this time. We're gonna bump you. I'm gonna be having fun when I see him next.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
United are doing this every 3 or 4 games. They pull a funny result and then it's back to shit.
No. It's gonna last this time, guys. Do you know what's gonna also last? Ange being Angie.
Yeah, well,
That was bad.
I mean, we were watching the goals before, and that first goal Newcastle scored, and the commentators goes, "Well, that's just the most Tottenham thing of all time."
Yeah, and then the second goal was also the most Tottenham thing of all time.
They're just shit. We've been speaking all year about how they're very consistent. They can show it when they can.
Well, they've been consistent now.
Yeah, they're consistently shit.
Yeah. I can't say much because my team's shit as well, but it's looking like the beginning at the end. Well, not the beginning of the end, middle of the end.
He shouldn't be sacked, though. This is the thing.
No, his team is just shit.
There is nothing he can do.
This team should be about 8th, so fair enough.
They probably should be on the edge of Europe.
Yeah.
Really.
But the way this team has gone this year, there is no way in hell Ange should be sacked for it.
No.
This team has been absolutely just all over
Will
the
he get
place.
sacked? Probably.
Oh, 100%. There's already talks he's getting sacked anyway.
It's just sad.
It's Spurs. Spurs are going to be quick to sack.
Don't make me get out of this seat.
Come on in.
You won't get in the water. You don't want to get his hair wet. Pretty boy.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna call you back.
Oh, Lord.
The NBA is back. And before we start anything, I just want to say one thing. Since our last episode, we've had a big moment.
Yeah.
LeBron turned 40.
Yes. We celebrated it last time.
But it actually happened.
It actually
we
happened.
prematurely celebrated it last time.
It actually happened this time.
That's the big moment. Also another big moment. One team's on a heater right now.
We've won 2
The
games
New
in
Orleans
a row.
Pelicans.
We're going to come back from 7-29.
Who'd you beat in those 2 games?
The Wizards. So we've beat the worst team in the comp.
How's CJ dropping 50?
Because he takes 55 shots a game.
It's just funny.
The thing is, right, he's actually averaging like 30 points a game right now.
Because no one else can score.
Yeah. Trey Murphy came back and played all right, but
That's good. One team that is on the header, though, is the OKC Thunder.
15 game winning streak since
30-5.
Yeah. They are the second best team in the comp right now, and they're going to be playing the Cavs on Thursday.
Could be a potential NBA Finals preview.
Yeah.
I don't want that as the finals because it's shit.
That's like, imagine the 2 cities being Cleveland and OKC. Oh, Oklahoma.
Cleveland and Oklahoma, yeah, no good.
No.
So it would be shit. But OKC, do you think about how they're doing all this? They don't even have their centre back yet.
No, well, Hardenstein's their center.
But you
Chet's
don't
their
have
spread
Chet
four.
Holmgren,
Yeah.
who
They're 0.4.
is their 0.4, absolute dynamo on the court.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing small ball with Hartenstein running the paint.
Well, they got Jalen Williams back, which is massive.
Yeah, he's on the cusp of an all-star, I think. In terms of his talent, he's a star.
I would give him my vote if there wasn't 5 better players than him.
Yeah, but what I'm getting.
Yeah, no, he'll
be an all-star in a couple of years, I think.
Oh, maybe not in the OKC team, because it's kind of like the old situation with Durant, Westbrook, and Harden.
Yeah.
Just don't pay Barker instead, guys.
Don't. OKC, you can't stop. They literally can't stop this up.
Well, they can. They can continue to pay Hardenstein $34 million a year and not get a 14.
They've got all the draft picks.
Oh yeah, they can just trade everyone.
Like they are set for 10 years.
They are. They're set.
Insane.
Their dynasty will be talked about in 10 years, or if they do fail it,
It'll be another situation as to what it was 10 years ago.
yeah.
Where this is just a what if.
Now,
Speaking of what ifs,
oh,
Derrick Rose.
he gets his flowers at least.
Thank God.
Now, Derek retired in the last year. Big sad moment. Chicago announced on the weekend after saying, "Oh, you know, you've done so much for the city. Thank the fans. So instead, we want you to have actual night." He's getting his jersey retired.
Awesome.
Next season.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
When he's not only obviously won that MVP, youngest MVP ever, but the legacy he left in Chicago, like obviously he was their hometown boy, star boy, number 1 pick. He was amazing.
He would have been the bronze contender over a long period of time if it wasn't.
He's
for
the
injuries.
only player that's made Chicago relevant since Jordan.
Yeah, pretty much.
No one else is.
Oh, Josh Giddey, sorry. But yeah. Otherwise, also, this is a quick insight to our team here. There's a video of him playing with his son AJ Rose.
Yeah.
In high school game. It wasn't an actual high school game.
Just a shit around.
Just like it was like a father and son game.
Yeah.
One of our team members, the one that's not here, asked the question, "Why is he playing in high school?" Let's just let that sink in.
Ethan. You should do that.
No, you can't do that. Anyway, Jimmy Butler trade situation.
Oh, this is
This is a saga and a half.
Jimmy Butler always does this.
Yeah,
He's done it at every team he's been at.
but this one started from the Heat
Yeah.
because the Heat have been saying all season if Jimmy doesn't want to sign, we're going to trade him now,
Yeah.
and we're going to seriously consider if he does want to sign, if we want to keep him. And
The Heat pull out all this voodoo magic shit all the time, so I still think they're going to go in the right direction with this somehow.
yeah, they will.
But the way it's all been handled, and I think Jimmy Butler, he's very upfront. He says he says it how it is. But the way he was playing in that last game was actually hilarious.
Oh, he's given up. He's suspended from the team
Yep, 7-game suspension.
because he was distracting from the team too much. Not by the fact that Pat Riley is also distracting from the team too much. He's asked for a full trade.
Yep.
There's no way to come back from this.
Yeah, I think Miami will now fall out of the top 6.
They'd
for
have
sure.
to. They'd have
You'll
to.
see. I'm not sure he's playing right now, but I think Atlanta's 7th, so I think they'll slide back in.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, this could eventually cook the Heat season.
It could, or somehow
Should
they.
have got Dame a couple years ago, guys.
Nah, they got Tyler Hero.
Oh, awesome.
He has a song about him, man.
Yeah, Jack Harlow's good.
Yeah, and he doesn't. It doesn't make his own songs. Like,
Do you know what's a better song though?
oh wait, this song. Hold on. This is absolute banger, Leangelo.
Jello Ball, the best ball brother.
This is so stupid. He dropped his song Tweaker to start the new year.
Do you love LaMelo's tweet about it?
Yeah.
I can't believe this shit.
Have you seen? They're playing it in the Chicago locker room.
Yeah.
It sounds like a really shit like West Coast song. Like if he listened to Kendrick Lamar over the last year, and then went, I can make that.
It's not as good as 02 was.
No, it's not as good as Aaron Gordon. Have you heard his songs?
Yeah. Dame
Dollar. Yeah. Look, it's currently the first hot song of the year, according to everyone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it sounds like it was taken out of 2003.
Hey, nothing wrong with 03.
No, nothing. LeBron James was then. Patty Mills.
Oh, legend.
Yeah, now on the Jazz right now, I believe. Or is he in the net still?
I don't know where he is.
I don't know.
He's bouncing.
But he's played his 1,000th NBA game.
Hell yeah.
The first Australian to do so.
I think Paddy... is he the best Australian basketballer of all time? Or is that still Gazy?
That's still Gazy.
I think Gazy's still, but Paddy...
Well, technically, if you want to go that far, Kyrie is.
No, he's not.
But he's not.
Australian.
He's not going to be claimed anymore.
Yeah. No, Paddy... Oh, legend.
Well, from one legend to one failure. Ben Simmons.
Oh, how's he going?
Well, look, he's been playing again recently, but
Yeah.
For
For the Nuz?
the Nuz, the Brooklyn Nuz. But unfortunately, something happened. Now he's playing. They're supposed to be playing Philly soon.
Oh, where's the game?
In Philly. And Ben just miraculously got injured.
Oh! Ben!
Ben.
Has he played Philly since he left?
Probably once, maybe. He's definitely played Philly. I don't think he's played in Philly.
Oh, he would not get out of the stadium.
No, they would
You know how
absolutely.
feral Philly fans are.
They're gonna be feral with Embiid right now.
Yeah.
So Now, there's one more important thing we need to do. Someone on this podcast, once again, has also said that this team is contending. Some of these teams should be contending, but let's all laugh. The Warriors, the Kings, the Suns, and the Timberwolves. All teams in the West, all underperforming to shit.
Yeah.
The Warriors went from being the 2 seed
To barely in the play-in.
9. The Suns are in
I
12 seed.
I called the Suns at start of the year to be my underperforming team. I'm very happy with that call.
Yeah.
Blow it up, Phoenix.
D-Book, Durant, Beal, not working.
When Durant's still your best player at 36.
Yes.
And he's got stars around him that don't help him.
Yeah. Well, do you know they have no first round pick till 2031?
Oh, they're so cooked.
Yeah.
The Kings, firing your head coach Mike Brown was so stupid.
Yeah.
Such a dumb move. Just let De'Aaron Fox and DeMar DeRozan work.
DeMar DeRozan should have been picked up in the first place.
Yeah, but they didn't give enough time for him to work with Fox.
No.
Fox having a breakout year, really.
Yeah, he is.
Sabonis is still there giving you good. He's one of the most solid players in the NBA.
If you just let Mike Brown just have the season to figure out what's going on, the next season you'll be fine because your players other than DeRozan.
I think that 3 seed finish 2 years ago
It's
has shot their expectations way too high.
Yeah.
They were never that good.
No.
They went in the first round.
No. And Timberwolves.
Oh, get Ansem help.
Yeah, Randall's not the answer to a cat trade.
How bad is that trade look now?
It's the worst part is that they didn't have to do it. They could have just taken the apron.
They literally had the same big 3 last year, and they made the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, and now the only change is bringing in a slightly worse power forward / center.
You made the next battle.
Yeah, you made a team that's more annoying better.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys. Thanks.
So the West is just having an absolute stinker.
Yes.
Still better than the East though.
Oh well, that's not hard. Charles Barkley.
Oh,
Now he's known for talking about women, predominantly. He doesn't know who plays where, but he knows where JJ Redick is at Lakers, because he ripped into him for blaming the NBA for the NBA's low ratings. Look, I would say maybe look in the mirror, big guy. Your comments about the San Antonio woman will not last forever.
Yes, Chuck. JJ's not wrong.
No, he's not. He's completely right. The NBA haven't done enough to diversify.
Yeah.
It's the same thing every year.
The NBA rely always on one big star. It's been that way since Jordan. Obviously, when Jordan retired, it was Kobe.
Yep.
LeBron.
Yep.
It's been LeBron ever since.
And their reliance now is on Wemby. And Wemby is on San Antonio where no one wants to watch.
Yeah.
So,
San Antonio, Wemby's the only reason they're slightly watchable right now.
yeah. Give him a couple of years, sure, he'll be back to normal. But when the most marketable player is in LA where he's getting absolutely no help from anyone else other than AD.
Yeah.
They had to trade for Dorian Finney-Smith to try and help out. Yeah, it's not the time.
Yeah.
All-Star seasons are up ahead.
Oh, I'm so excited for that game.
Oh, it's so much fun. Literally just complaining about stuff like that and then. But currently the votes in for the original starters. So this would be, if the votes ended right now, these would be the starters. So in the East, LaMelo Ball, breakout year for him. Star. Donovan Mitchell.
Best player on the best team in the league.
Makes sense. Giannis.
The GOAT.
Okay, no. But MVP candidate, if there wasn't another man. Jason Tatum. Best.
So much fake aura.
Yeah, best player that won the second best team in the East.
And Big Purr.
Wow.
Karl Anthony Towns.
What's the quote that he had where it's real? Stop it!
No, there's too many.
No, there's so many zesty
So
ones.
many. And then in the West, in the backcourt, we've got from the Thunder, SGA.
Yeah.
Just again, the best player and the best team in the West.
Yeah, MVP candidate.
Luka Doncic has been down from last year,
but he's sharing the load.
Yeah, it's he's more reliant on his teammates.
Well, you now have 3 guards as your big 3, so
it's all working. And then in the front court, the current leading for the MVP, winning by an absolute bottle length of Flemington, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah,
just
ridiculous.
Boring to watch, but a freak.
Yeah, he's made for stats.
No, people will look at his stats in 20 years time and go, "What the hell was going on?"
Yeah, how did this bald fat man?
And then in the front court, Kevin Durant still balling out at however old he is, a Slim Reaper,
but also at a really shit team.
Yeah. And then, because he's always going to be... until he retires, he'll be voted in the team. Because he's just the GOAT.
He's also averaging a lot. LeBron.
He's also still having ridiculous numbers.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
But we thought we'd add our own votes in.
Yeah.
So my votes for the West, not too much different. I only changed one player.
Who changed?
So because KD's shit, because he's on Phoenix, I went with Wemby instead.
I've also put Wemby in, but
Because
I've also made one other change. I've gone Ant.
oh yeah, you went yeah, that's
I've
right.
gone Ant for pure entertainment.
Yeah, he would be entertaining, but I think he's gonna be in there no matter what.
He'll be on the bench from the starting.
It's hard to take Luka out of that team.
Yeah.
And on the East, I have let's just see. I have 2 changes as well.
I have made. Hang on. Just the one change.
All right. Well, I got rid of Cat because I don't think it's the overly most impressive thing possible.
I've kept Cat.
I got Paolo in though.
I've put Paolo in, but I've taken Tatum out and kept Cat.
Fair enough.
I think
Paolo
was on an absolute hater at the start of the year. Speaking of, how bad is the Magic's injury run right now?
Oh, it's awful.
Poor
Their 2
Magic.
best players gone.
And Mo Wagner and Jalen Suggs.
Yeah. Well, Suggs is back, I believe, but
Yeah.
was out for a bit. And then my other change, I brought Cade Cunningham in because he's having a really good season.
He's having a good year. I like
And Detroit
are getting better.
and they're playing fun ball.
I mean, Jaden Ivey's leg injury the other day was horrendous.
No, that was horrible. That was awful. But
But he's living up to the number 1 pick up now.
he's finally got there, and it's glorious. Right, real close, and then they go.
No, it has to be the same distance. It has to be a bit fair.
Oh well, it's about 20 meters, max.
Okay, so 20 minutes. Bang. I'm literally going to put cement in my water bottle and go.
It's time again, man.
It's the time.
It's Melon of the Week time.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now, if you don't know by now, which you should, Melon of the Week is where we get 5 people, organizations, whatever, and we just rinsed them for shit they did in the last week.
This is now a new clean slate for the winner of the Melon of the Year for 2025.
Yeah.
This is kicking us off.
This is kicking us off. And there's one very, very good one to start off with.
Yes.
It was a New Year's Day treat, really.
Oh, way to start the year off. Anyway, we're going to start with number 5. And we're going to go into the world of darts. It's a strange world, by the way.
It's a strange, strange world.
People who actually enjoy darts are weird because the whole crowd is pissed for a start,
Yeah.
which is awesome. But at number 5, it is one of the legends of a darts game. MVG, Michael Van Gerwen. Legend. He's won lots of championships.
One of the best players in darts history.
But he's getting on this list because the whole last few weeks, when the championships have been going on, he's done nothing but whinge about the prodigy, the 17-year-old. I don't know if he's 17.
He looks like he's 55.
But the 17-year-old Luke Littler's run to the final.
Yeah.
Claiming how easy it is and it's a fake run and he's not that good, whatever. Anyway, he plays him in the final. And he gets walloped. Littler smoked him. What was that?
I don't know. I think Michael Van Gerwen.
Anyway, to do all that talking, saying about how fake his run is, there's a bit of a theme on the darts circuit here, is that everyone's a bit jealous of Littler.
Well, it's like any single sport.
Yeah. Always jealous of the one that comes through and is the star.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, the ball man, Michael Van Gerwen, you're a melon.
Now, number 4, it's someone who's in America right now. He's been there for a couple of years. He's been taking advantage of it. So much so that Lionel Messi.
No, the go to soccer.
Yeah, American soccer, yeah. Anyway, Messi was offered, well, not just offered, he was offered a medal from Joe Biden himself.
Not the former president.
No, well, at the time was president.
Yeah.
To congratulate him for all his work he's done for humanitarian needs outside of sport. It's all athletes and stuff. They all do, and other people. Magic Johnson was there. He got a medal.
Yep.
It happens every single year. There's always president just choosing someone. And Messi was one of them this year.
Yep.
Now, as one of the biggest names in world history at this point, you'd think maybe he'll at least send a delegate or would go himself, He's got time. He's got plenty of time right now. No, Messi decided not to go, not send any delegate. The medal is still sitting in the White House with a new president coming in the way. And there was no real response. There hasn't been a proper statement. Apparently Messi was supposed to and he just didn't.
Did he understand because he doesn't understand English? Did he read it?
He does understand English now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's understood English for a while now.
I've never seen him speak English in my life.
He doesn't. He just chooses not to.
No.
Because apparently him and Ronaldo used to speak in English to each other.
No.
So, Messi, look, respect the country you're in. You're one of the biggest marketable names, and you've just disrespected the president. Which sure, he's going out. But you know the people do care still. So Messi, you're a melon.
Yes. Sticking to America. It's a very American thing in general. This is number 3. We were speaking about it earlier. Jimmy Butler. I mean, it's not unlike him to act like this in this situation.
No, it's not.
But I think this is a whole new level of.
This is the most petty one. Well, it's not actually no. I would say the
Timberwolves one was
that was
worse.
very petty. This one's the most drawn out.
Yeah, this has been going on for a while now behind the scenes. I think it's all the talking he does. This has started from when he was talking about how he would have smacked up every team in the NBA Finals last year.
Yeah.
When realistically, like, no. You had one amazing run from the AFC when everyone was injured.
Yeah. Bubble year.
Yeah, you had bubble year. And then this whole way has gone on. Like, the way he was playing his last few games was a piss take.
Yeah.
Not that the regular season isn't a piss take anyway, but it was a joke.
Oh, it was awful. And then to ask for a trade after you've basically been told you're not in the team anymore.
Yeah.
And also not that, the Miami Heat can't get a trade for him anymore. There's hardly anyone they can possibly trade for.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know where he's going to go.
It's going to be pretty hard. And also the fact that he's saying that he will not re-sign with a team heading into the next year.
Yeah. He's making life hard. He's being a bit of a petty bitch. So Jimmy Butler, you're right, Melon.
Now, number 2. This has been in my mind for a while now. But I had an Instagram reel come up today, which just continued my push for this. European cricket. Now, it's great to see European cricket take
We
off.
like seeing the game go to all corners of the world.
And European cricket has been one of the biggest ones. I use it to go to sleep sometimes because it's really boring.
I don't think it's not cricket, so it's not advertising cricket.
No, it's advertising funny moments and how bad it can be. The worst one was the reel today to advertise cricket was someone taking a catch and then hitting his teammate in the balls. Or the fact that in that same test, Austria were playing Romania. Austria went down by, 49 with 12 balls left.
Who won?
Austria. Austria had like 8 sixes and maybe one of a boundary, and there was at least 5 to 6 no balls in the first over of that chase down. When all you have to do is just bowl normally. Just don't let them have sixes. Just do some short bowls. Maybe try to hit them in the head. Yeah. But no, they just let them smack it. And obviously it's not like someone who lives in Austria. It's some guy who has some vague Austrian like nationality.
I watch those games and think about what I'd do in cricket. I haven't played cricket for 2 or 3 years now.
Oh, I would
dominate.
I could go over there and get in the team right now. I haven't played cricket since I was 6.
It really it shouldn't be televised. The current state it's in.
No,
it's horrendous.
And the women's one, have you seen the link for the boundaries in the women's one?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Is basically
You've got to make the game like more like with it up to it and have it up to the standards, but like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, third slip is not a boundary line. I've seen there's one where I was watching. They were talking about a century someone made, and they were hitting it 20 meters.
Yeah,
and getting boundaries. So
European cricket,
it's frustrating, Melon.
But number 1, early contender for Melon of the Year.
Allegedly.
It's allegedly. But AFL, we haven't talked about AFL in a while.
Oh, nothing in this podcast.
It's the dead part of AFL.
Everyone's just getting back to training now.
Nothing happens.
No.
Nothing's going on. Unless you go and allegedly assault someone.
Allegedly.
Like Noah Bolter allegedly did. This is not great news for Richmond. This is going to be the team that probably takes the most L's this year on the field. And they've already taken the first major L off it. Yeah. They've had a few bad off seasons in a row. They've had Marlon Pickett last year. There's probably been some Rewalt or Cochin stuff going on.
Oh, there's always something.
I mean, the Dusty stuff happened years ago, but if you didn't know, Noah Bolter up for New Year's celebrations up at Albury.
Yep.
Don't know if he's from there, but he was up there anyway. Obviously, it's off-season. It's like the off-season of the off-season right now. Christmas break. Players can go and enjoy their time. Yep. But obviously, he got into a bit of a confrontation with where he was on New Year's Eve. And he's allegedly punched someone in the face. Yeah. He sent the bloke to hospital, allegedly.
Look, Noah, just think of who you are.
No, this is the guy who just signed a 7-year deal.
Yes. Richmond have to pay you.
Richmond took a risk here because they obviously have gone full rebuild, gone back to the drawing board.
And they're saying you're still a part of the next.
We want you to guide those young players through.
Yeah. And then you punch someone
Oh.
on New Year's Eve. And then not just that, the fact that it was all reported New Year's Day just kind of made it better.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, there's no AFL action for a while now. We're a bit bored, aren't we? Oh,
Yeah, nothing happens till Feb in footy. You see all, obviously, January, the pre-season stuff starts, and it's like, oh, funny, look at my team go this year.
yeah.
But, no.
Noah.
Well, you can be happy. Usually it's Colin getting a scandal this time of year.
Well, we've got time.
It will happen.
We've got plenty of time.
It will happen.
It will happen.
But for the moment, Noah Bolter is currently winning the race for the biggest melon of 2025.
Yeah, he is.
Noah, you're a melon.
Well, that's it for this week.
On that bombshell,
On
let's finish
that alleged bombshell.
Let's finish off this week.
Well, once again, a good week of sport.
We got through a lot there.
There was a lot. There's no cricket next week, so we're going to
That's
be
sad.
really scraping the barrel for stuff next week.
Oh, it's not a big bash.
No, can't do it. Can't do it.
We'll see how we go.
We'll see. Anyway, as always, I'm Johnny Beau.
I'm James Earls.
Stay Nuffin.